Good morning, everyone. Our reading for today is from Psalm 147, beginning in verse 7. Listen to these words. Sing to the Lord with thanksgiving. Make melody to our God on the lyre. He covers the heavens with clouds, prepares rain for the earth, makes grass grow on the hills. He gives to the animals their food, and to the young ravens when they cry. After I wrote out those verses word for word in my second column, I wrote a paraphrase, and then I wrote out a prayer in the third column. And here was my thinking for the day. I was struck by several phrases in this passage, but one phrase in particular. He gives to the young ravens when they cry. I'm sure ancient Israel must have seen this analogy, that sometimes they cry out to the Lord, and he answers them, just as when the ravens cry out to the Lord, he answers the birds. But I was struck by that phrase. He pays attention to the ravens when they cry out for their food. And then when I thought about that verse, that phrase, that passage, I thought about a New Testament passage in Luke chapter 12. And let me read it to you, if I can find it. This is Jesus talking. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap, they have neither storehouse nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? What struck me was that in that passage, Jesus uses the very word, well, it's a Greek word instead of a Hebrew word, but he uses the word for ravens, and it makes me wonder if he was thinking of Psalm 147 and verse 9 when he uttered those words. If God takes care of the ravens, he's going to take care of you. And that led me to my prayer for the day, that I know deep down God doesn't want me to worry, and I shouldn't worry because God is going to take care of me. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I worry about my life. And I want God to teach me this lesson, and I want to learn it well. That if God takes care of the birds, if he meets their needs, then he absolutely is going to meet all of my needs. So that's how this passage from Psalm 147 encouraged me today. I hope it encourages you too. We're going to give away a set of prayer cards today. Do you see these? You see that? A set of prayer cards. There's one of the cards right there. I don't know if you can see it very well. Here's another one of the cards. I don't know how well you can see that either, but we put together these prayer cards. I think this set of 25 cards is from Psalm 1 verses 13, something like that. We're going to give away one set of these prayer cards today to some lucky winner. Somebody who has been on this journey with us to finish the book of Psalms. And I think Susanna said that we're going to announce the winner of this random drawing around noon, Mountain Time. So I'm sure you're going to be looking out for that, aren't you? Hey, it's been great fun, and it's been spiritually encouraging to work through these last few Psalms together with all of you who are participating with me. I want to thank you again for partnering with me on this journey. And I look forward to reading your prayer cards today, your prayer posts today. So be sure and post them. They encourage me. Have a great weekend.